Hi there, Ron here, Variable Play, and welcome to another Just Sleeving. This time around, I'm sleeving Line of Fire Burnt Moon. It is from Osprey Games, designed by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin, art by Leonard Dupont. Dupont. And it is from the Undaunted Calisto, Undaunted 2200 Calisto universe. So it's this futuristic sort of era. Um, we're spacefaring and we have automated systems, and yet we have not yet learned how to live um, fairly with each other. So, hence the wars in this game. So, um, it is a deck building game, but it follows the same light of uh, the core Undaunted series. Here's the box. It's sort of like that magnet thing. The sides like that, and of course the front, which is pretty cool. Okay, at the back we have here our cover, a two-player deck building card game of machines warring across the volcanic surface of Io. So yeah, the setting of Undaunted is in. Right, this is fairly new. Okay, all right. So we have here. Let me just read the back. A group of black hat hackers known as the POS Possiwid pilots, as the POS IWID. I don't know if our POS IWID or Possiwid, um, plots to hijack the moon, Io, and hold the entire Jovian power grid to ransom. Standing in their way are the ultra corporate LFA, the constructors of the lunar energy facilities. Both sides have engaged a fleet of ROVs, remote operated vehicles, something like that. Advanced remote operated robots to battle across the treacherous landscape. The machines are activated. Initiate combat sequence. The battle for Io has begun. Okay, cool. Hi, how are you guys? We have a nice graphic here. It's sort of like a mission briefing interface. Transmission log 37506.41 origin Jovian system location surface. IO this is 2203, so it's a year later of the 2200 series. And uprising on Calisto exposed vulnerability in of the corporations. Foremost was the Lunar Frontier Authority, LFA. That's the Lunar Frontier Authority. Now LFA faces peril and promise on another, and and promise on another of Jupiter's moons Io. Io's intense radiation, volcanic plumes, and relentless tidal forces the hostile work yet. Make for hostile work yet. The same dangers are also Io's allure and near limitless energy. LFA uses remote operated vehicles, ROVs, to minimize the risk and maintain critical structures on Io's surface. But a flaw in their code has left them vulnerable. See, always do your code scanning and patches because third-party exploits. And Possiwin, the group of black hat hackers in the dark of space, know it. They're ready to launch their plot to seize Io, the beating heart of the Jovian energy infrastructure. The battle for Io has begun. Okay, so we have a few of these units. We have the Aku, Development and Construction Unit, the MOS, multiple operation site systems. So those are the main interfaces or bots or ROVs that we will be using. Tier, trackless incident responder. So they disrupt fire. And Z, so XEDs, Extreme Environment Drone. So aero reconnaissance. Okay, so we have our two teams. Move them out of the box. We have some nice speckle of stars here, and then nice color. I wonder which is which. Let's do blue first. Sure. Blue. Okay, so we have a nice box. We have a gameplay manual. And on the as far as I understood, there's also an action manual on the other side. It is what it is. Okay, we have some dividers to be used and our deck. Awesome. I like that there's a all right, let's get to sleeving. So these are the files of IO, the 5 locations. And this is, I think, I don't know which side is when you have control over it versus the ones that you have. You'll find out in a bit. Okay, and then we have some helper cards, some interference, and then the super nice, sort of like futuristic, but steampunky 1960s vibe. Sorry, let's get some sleeves going. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to oop, see if I can reconnect this thing. Turning it on. Audio is fine at 80%. Let's reconnect this. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let's just flip that back. All right, cool. So you guys are really seeing this live because I don't know what happened there. But it decided to not work, which is fine. We're good. We're all right. So I'm gonna send them here so you have some. You can check out the cards. So that's our player aid. We have some interference, interference, interference. Interference. It's interference, right? The intonation is in front. Interference. Interference. Interfere. Right, as I mentioned. So we have, so these are LFA, if I'm not mistaken. Look, LFA. So we have Yuka Sills. She's a disposal tech. We have the Astro Nat McNeil, the Astro Dynamicist, the Dynamicist, Astro Dynamicist. So he has blast. Some icons there for stuff. We have Liu Yong, is the systems operator. I can bolster one and redeploy. We have Mazdik Toj, who is our ROD pilot A. So we have another Einar T, who's also another pilot A. We have Hamza Wee, who's our captain. We have some XEDs, the ones that we can deploy and move and attack. So there's another XED. Wow, the art. Look at that amazing looking art. It's like one of those James Bond looking you know, that GoldenEye animation, or what's the game I liked in mobile that had that style. Okay, right, we have tier, another tier, another tier A, tier B. Here's another tier A. Another tier, a Daku. Boss. So here's the main systems we have to manage IO, and these are the ones that they are trying to take over. So from what I understood, it line of fire currently is more of like more deck building and more on the symmetrical gameplay. The only asymmetry is one player starts earlier than the other. Put them back in the box first, because I'm gonna find out if I love Osprey games for this, because they just know that people will sleeve it's a deck building game. Why would you not put enough space for your deck building game to be sleeved? Doesn't make sense. And unless your game is so bad, you know, people are just gonna play it once in their life. Alright, so put them back, set them aside first, then have another set. This is now the hackers. They also have their own Yes, very satisfying when the sleeves just fit. Feels nice when, design the publishers actually think about that. I mean, it's not too much to ask. It's just, it's millimeters of extra cardboard that you spent on the box size anyway. Oops. Um, exactly fitting. I realized that it's not exactly fitting because we do have these tiles, which would then force it a little bit. I realized because each side has a set, so it's not exactly a perfect fit. Not a perfect fit. Not a perfect fit, but it'll do. It'll do. I think it'll do. Find out. Yeah. See, it's higher than like 2 spots, but we can kind of force it. Okay, I stand corrected there. It's not exactly, but let's see. Let's put the rule book there. Let's see if we can still close it in the box with the tiles up. Because, oh gosh, they are perfectly there. They're gonna be a problem. Oh god, no. Yeah. Well, I stand corrected. It fits with that, without the tats. The tats are important though. Oh well. So much for the praise and warrant. It's too early to say. So this is still quite a bit of cardboard, and I hope, yeah. So if I put it out there without that, it's fine. So I mean, yeah, that'll do. That'll do, I think. Wow, is this thing thick? Ah, there's like an extra layer. It's an extra layer to it. Ah, oh, hold on, guys, hold on, hold on. We found the solution. I think, I think this might be it. Ha, ha. There you go. Thank you for it being modular enough. That will do. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And what's really nice about it is that I don't have to. Yeah. Haha. It still works. It still works, guys. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. So we don't have to destroy all of it. We just need to remove these inner thingies, and it'll be its own deck box. Which is fine. Which is fine. Which is fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. And then the rule book's just gonna be outside. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We can continue. Alrighty. Okay. Double false alarm. We found a way. We found a way. We stuck to it and we found a way. This is the turn. Who gets to start? There's sort of this bidding thing that they do. We'll see if I can learn the game. The cards are going to be, if I'm not mistaken, fairly the same. The difference between the two sets are more of just the names. But if I'm not mistaken, they will be the same set of cards. So unlike the Yeah, so you have Strela from Decon. So see, so they mechanically do the same thing. You have Astro Jack. You have a spoofer called Ramak. It's a rigger. Another rigger A, rigger B. Reckon, sorry, yeah. So this thing, that's Reckon. So Franti is a crew chief, main sponsor. And then you're still working with uh, Zeds. So they're still the same units that you will be deploying on the moon. You just have slightly different names of people. Here, I have small bags, so what do you say? Here in that will be must be in in must aim aim. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. So for that, we'll go into these with the pillars. There. Tiles on the side. That. Out card as well. And put them all back inside. Okay. All right. Awesome. Oops. Okay. Yeah, and then we have the two rule books, which you can just place on the outside. Add to the space. Let's just double check if brilliant. Everything still falls back into place. Okay. All right. Let's learn how to play this game. Okay, we have two manuals that they said you're gonna have to sort of come back and forth. Let's see. We have our components. 28 cards per faction, 6 interference. There is 10 tiles to fortification. Fortification. Okay, all right. Let's see the setup. Okay, so we'll need the moons, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just do the markets on the side. All the way there. There you go. Awesome. So we're gonna have to have the 5 locations. They are that's oops, sorry. They should be on that side, not this side, I guess. This is when you have control, and then you have the point. Okay, because it shows that it's your faction, right? Got it. Okay. Need the other side as well. Have the red ones, okay. And as far as I know, you also shuffle them. So flip your 5 sides and do their uncontrol without your faction. Place them next to each other. Yeah, and then you basically putting them in 5 lanes. All right. Okay. And then find the 9. Okay. 5 lanes. And we need the 9 cards with the it's the one with the star. Okay. Star, no star. I'm guessing these are markets. So let me just clear this up a bit. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit this anyway. So we're just gonna stack it on one. So I'm gonna keep the names of the same Moss A. Moss A. All right, so let's do that. Put Moss A in the same. Moss B. Oh, but I need the asterisk. So some of them are the ones that are ready with. I'm guessing that's gonna be your deck. So Moss B is with an asterisk. B, 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 B. And we have Daku. Asterisk there. Daku A. Daku B. No asterisk there too. The tier also do not have. So tier A. Tier D. Okay, and then Z. Z has an asterisk. Z A and Z B. Z B has an asterisk. Okay, and then the personnel seems to be even have answers. So 30, 31. Oh, Yu Long is not. She's 33, 34. Oh, this is a table hunt. For a tiny game, this is a table hunt. And then, oh, and we have some initial difference. Okay, all right, fine. Fine, okay. No 9 cards. We'll do the same with the other side. Do that. But just so that I can illustrate how this works, I'm just going to set it with as if looking at it from one side, there's the other side over there, just so I have enough space. These are for the red dice. All right. Okay. Serial by type and force, place them 12 piles up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they ended up with 12 piles. So it's 5, 5, 6, 10. Then fortifications. Next thing. All right, cool. Afterwards, Okay. Randomly determined begins by flipping the initiative card. The initiative card is with the red guys. Shown. So are we gonna do a okay. So let's assume blue. All right, cool. Show the player's faction. Oh, we're gonna flip the card after we decide who starts. Okay. Again, the player with the most A cards from your Being player with the initiative, place one of your most cards from your supply. What's the supply? Oh, it's really this. Most A. One of your most A. Are they all the same? Move, attack 1, 2, 3, control. Yeah. Just different art, I think. 2, 2, 2, 2. Here, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think they're the same. Alright, so you place them there. The second player cannot place the mouse into the same lane as the first player. Then, start the game. Draw cards. Alright. Hey, did I miss something? You're starting deck. Shuffle the deck thoroughly. Place the face down. Okay. Yes. Of course. Deck the game. Is there no shuffling? Alright. Cool. Okay. Alright. So the way the way you win the game. So interesting that they didn't put that there. The very beginning. Okay. Ending the game. You win the game immediately if you control 8 points. So these, yeah. So on their flip side would have points. So this one will be 3 points. So they're flipped them. That'll be 3 points. And that's, I know the control icon. So that's why they have that. Yeah, so that means it's on my side. I now have 3 points. So in order for me to get 8 points, I need to control this. Or basically 4 out of 3 to 4 out of yeah. So if you control these 6, yeah. So those two. So it's basically 4, 3 to 4 places. Every lane is free of your opponent's most type ROV. So the vehicle, if it's not there on your opponent's side, also win the game. All right. Lane limits. There's no limits on each lane matching one of your armies in time first. Force cohesion. Player will never have cards belonging to Force A and Force B in the same lane. Oh, okay. So I cannot have an A and a B team in the same lane. All right. Got it. Okay. Then, okay. So basically, we play, draw cards. We will draw 4. We will then choose one of the cards to play for initiative. And this is now the real initiative. Like this is just so that who decides where to put, right? But that's basically it. And then after that, so this is a discarded card. Yeah, so you're determining the initiative. If it's the same, it stays with the same player. So, and then you take the player turns. So the other player would have also done the same. Whoever has the higher number, that is then discarded. And then you now play your cards. In essence, you will be playing 2 to 3 cards, depending on the number of initiatives you have. Number of cards that are not in interference. And then, yeah. So let's look at the ROV cards first. So ROV cards, you play them. There are 4 varieties. The multi-purpose MOS, the Agile Survey Drone XCDs, the Defensive Daku, and Aggressive Incident Response tier. So when you play an ROV card, you deploy it. You used to do it one of 2 things. You place a card into one of the 5 lanes. It is now deployed. Activate. So you can use it to activate a card that is matching the team. So Z doesn't have it yet, so I can place it there, for example. So I can activate, performing an action that is matching. Then discard the play card, or ready. So sometimes they get, or hunker down, return the play card to the supply. So for example, if I don't want this card anymore, I can return here in my supply to be to hunker down. So that's playing ROV cards. Follow the force cohesion rule and scanning rules. So if I am playing on a new location, I have to, scanning rules is on. Jesus. Why are you jumping? So scanning, when you move or deploy an ROV, you must first take an interference card. You don't scanning. You must take an interference card from your supply and add it to your discard pile unless one or more of these conditions are true. So one of your ROV cards in the lane, not disrupted. You already have one or more ROV cards. So if I already have somebody there, I can't put it here because lane cohesion has to be the same team. If the ROV is a Z, so Zs have surveillance, so it doesn't need to get. If you control the lane, so if I already control the lane, I also don't have, and if don't have interference on the supply. So this one, when I deploy it, it is fine over there because it has that surveillance icon. The opponent does their thing. No, actually, I play all of my cards. Yeah. Okay. So, for RVs, personnel. So I deploy personnel. I can do either of 2 things: the actions on the card or hunker it down, same as the ROV. So, for example, and then they have the different actions. The actions are now in the other manual, which is there. Where did I put the other back? It's not inside, right? No. There. Found it. Okay. Action manual. So we have the different actions for ROVs and for personnel. So, but they are also on your player aid. So they just have more information here. Okay, so it's like a detailed information. Most of it there. So most of it is on the player aid. So the main manual is still the main manual. The action manual is just to support if you have questions on the actions. Okay, and that's why there are two, because you have personal actions and RV actions. Okay, command. Command, draw two cards from your deck. Or I will do bolster. Bolster, add two cards from the supply to your discard pack. So played the card a while ago that went to, that we discarded this for initiative. So now if I use this to bolster two, I will get yeah, two cards. So I could get another Zed and another Moss. And in this game, the life of your units on play is actually the cards that you have on your deck or anywhere. So if they get attacked and are they don't have and they get damaged, they lose a card. So you check the hand, check the discard, check the deck. If there's none, this is removed and it's completely removed from the game. So that's how you eliminate units. That's the classic Undaunted series. So I want to add to my Moss A. So we're going to add the Moss A into my discard pad. Says bolsters too, so we can add another one. Let's add a ZB. Oh, okay then. So adding another ZB into that. Right. Then we have another here, but it's oh okay. See, so there are variations on your bolster. So this is of course the main guy. Our captain, is more flexible. And then we have a pilot who's pilot B, so he's only interacting with B. So in that case, I won't take a ZB. I'll do that A, both Moss A for captain. And then for our pilot, we're gonna do, it has some other things. Overclock, to play your next ROV card twice. Oh. To play your next ROV card twice. Okay, so because it's playing on the turn, so this is cool. My pilot can double trigger. And then withdraw two, move on from your lane to your discard. Okay. So instead of it being then it could remove it. So but I will bolster two for B. Let's get that Z. And here in that. Both are interesting, to be honest. Because the Zeds, they don't have a lot of firepower. I might use the Z as just my recon deployment thing. So we're gonna, but I don't know if I have another Z in my deck. And that's the thing, if you don't have another card, you can't really move. So let's get one Z and one deer. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. All right, cool. And then that's your turn. You then draw back 4 cards. You choose one of them to discard. So I'm going to do that again. Let's say the opponent now is the first. So they will take their actions first. And then now we have our stuff to deploy. I have my next Moss. So now my opponent can start to attack here. And attacking, let's look at that. How does that work? Okay. So attack. It's probably in the actions. So let's look at the actions. ROV attack. Okay. Choose an enemy ROV in the same lane as the activated ROV. This is a target. Determine the total attack value. Base value is indicated in the attack. If you have majority the lane, use the green. So for example, this one, if we have majority, then I'll be using that. But I don't have ace a while ago, so I went with this, right? If you have at least one tier card, the same lane, then it's +1. Determine the total defense value. If the base value is it's the base value. So if my opponent is attacking me, so this has 0 defense. It's a bad idea. I would have lost immediately, actually, because it's not a safe space yet. I'm in starting position, and the opponent, that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, so they can immediately. So this wasn't deployed. This was I just bought this, so this is gonna be there. Oh no, it's gonna be in my hand. It's gonna be there. So I bought that. So that's what's in play. And so if my opponent, all they have to do is do 2 damage, that's done. I've already lost. Because there's no there's no moss cards on my side, so I don't have any operating systems running on IO. That's the premise. So the defense is defense of the location, defense of the unit, and add 1 if I have a Dafu there, and then if I have fortification, so add to the defense. Total value meets or exceeds, so you just need to meet casualty. So this, but the casualty is removed from the discard if there's any. But if there's not, then it's removed. So it's not entirely, because we were able to get 2 moss A. So it's like it's a tougher moss, but we've lost some life already on it. So that might be not so bad, I guess. Okay, there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, but that booms. Oh, okay, nice helper there. So attack target enemy RV control is if you have more majority, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's pretty much it. So you just utilize the command. So, from what people are saying about this game is that they have that feeling of it not being sent. Here. So, because it's no longer the usual style that had sort of asymmetry, they're not liking it as much. But I still see the beauty of the design. Mainly because it is the portable, accessible version of Undaunted. And of course the art is fantastic, so I'm excited to try this out at the table. Just sort out. I think for ease of deployment, I might do this with the personnel, and then these are already stacked in this sequence, at least for easier deployment next time around. I get the chance to play it. But this is only for the first time, because of course people will be playing the game accordingly. So ask them to I'm gonna squeeze it in. Fortifications. I wonder they work better. Oh, good enough. That's good enough. Even maybe replace it like that. Maybe. Probably. Okay. That would stretch it. Yeah. Ah, okay. That was what I was doing wrong. Two. Like there. And then there we go. Simpler to push out. And furthermore, this. Okay. Yep. There. The blues have somewhat less cards. I don't know why. Maybe the helper. There you go. Burnt Boon. Excited to try this out game night. So hopefully you guys get to try this out with me. Until next time, thank you. Happy weekend, everyone. Happy gaming for the ones who will be playing today. Yes, fun times. See you guys. Bye.